Hello, Mr. Yogesh. Very good evening.
Good evening, ma'am.
Very good evening. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. What about you?
I'm doing very well. Thank you for asking. Mr. Yogesh, my name is Tasneem, and I'm one of the speakers over here, and I'm from Bangalore. And may I know a little about yourself?
Yeah, my name is Yogesh Kherajani. I am from Raipur, Chhattisgarh, and I am a
And
businessman.
uh-huh,
I'm doing my own business, footwear wholesale.
lovely, lovely. So you have footwears,
But we are
footwears
we deal in
shop.
not we deal in footwear wholesale shop. Actually,
Oh,
we supply to retailers and they sell to the consumers.
oh, that is lovely. So, how is the business running?
Business is running good after COVID. There
I know.
was so many,
So things have picked up
yeah, now things are getting gradually,
better.
things are getting well,
Mm-hmm.
but it's still, people are not sure. As we can see that once again, yesterday I was watching some news channel, and in China there is some cases have been
I
registered
know.
again. So
Again, I know this kind of, I mean, like these waves are actually coming and going. I think we need
yeah,
to
so
live with this.
we will have to learn that how to live with
Exactly, I think so. I
these
think
kind
so.
of circumstances, because we are not sure. And
I know, I know. And how is the COVID protocol going on in your place? I mean, like, do you guys follow wearing the mask and all of that?
And now I think people are not following the protocol properly.
Uh-huh.
They are
So
not
people are
wearing
not.
mask properly, and
Mhm. So how do
to
you think
some
that is
ex-
affecting?
to some extent, I think we civilian also responsible for all these things, because when we see the now COVID situation is normal, so
Relax.
we get relaxed. So
Exactly. We get so comfortable with everything around that we tend to spread the virus.
yeah,
So do you go when you go out, you wear a mask?
sometimes I wear mask and sometimes I just keep it in my pocket only.
Okay, how about the rules over there? I mean, like,
You know
our
that there is a very good quote in English. If you
what's
are
that?
not the part of solution, then you are the problem. So I think some to some extent we are
You
also,
believe that?
yeah, I believe
Eh,
in that.
no, I know. No, what happens is when you are wearing the mask for a very longer period of time, it suffocates, and
Exactly.
especially it is summer now, and it
Hmm.
is even more difficult for us to actually keep
No,
up with the
no,
mask.
but nowadays, there are so many sophisticated masks available in the market.
I know
and and,
there are.
and and girls are, they are always wearing masks. They have bought so many masks with the matching of their suits and with their dupattas.
Yes, of
they
course.
are
Yes,
they
yes.
are women's and girls, they are following proper this protocol properly.
Okay. So these people are, I mean, like, no, yeah, of course. I also work in a school and I see all my colleagues wearing these matching masks. Unfortunately, I only have one mask, which is black in color. And we keep repeating. We buy those, surgical masks, black in color, and we keep repeating. We keep throwing off, discarding the mask every single day, and I keep repeating the same mask. But my colleagues, I see them wearing matching masks and all of that. So I know that trend is going on now.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So
I
let us
think
say,
you have
Mr.
a yeah,
Yeah,
sorry,
yeah.
I'm sorry for interrupting you.
No, no, no,
Continue.
no, no, no need to be sorry. Please continue.
No, I was just asking you, I think you have joined the Clapingo recently.
Yes, yes. Actually,
It's not
today is my
it's
third day.
Yeah, because day before yesterday I booked a slot with you, and when I was looking for a tutor for booking
Uh-huh.
my slot, and
Uh-huh.
I found your name. And one thing that I would like to tell you, how many sessions you have taken so far on Clapingo at Clapingo?
I think yesterday I took 3 sessions and last week 1 session. So far four. Oh, that's it.
You know, what is your ranking?
Oh, oh yeah, please tell me. I do not know.
You are the, I think, the one who have got 5 star.
Oh
Uh,
wow, where do I get to I mean, I don't even know how to check that.
so
Okay,
so far
that's
I
so
have not
sweet.
seen the ranking up to 5 stars of any tutor. So
Really?
when I saw your
Uh,
ranking, so immediately I
You
went to
wanted to.
YouTube, and I try to find some people, student, they put their session on the YouTube, they upload their session
Uh-huh.
on the YouTube, but I could not
All right.
find. I think
Okay, okay.
that.
No, that is because yesterday Monday was my first session. Last Monday was my first session. I did not book many number of sessions because I was still learning how to book and all of that. So this Monday I booked it, and I yesterday was my first day, and then I had three sessions yesterday, and today you are my fifth session. So
So
yeah, so I think
after
it's a good
watching
news.
when I saw your ranking, then I thought, now I'm in a safe zone. I can book my slot with the smart.
How sweet, how sweet. I am flattered. Okay, lovely. Well, thank you for
But
letting me know because
all yeah, all tutors are good because that's why they are eligible. That's why they are at this platform. But some are, that body language and how well you conduct your session, and how
uh
do you make comfort your
how comfortable
your
you make your
your
speakers client.
speakers. So that matters a lot.
I agree with you, but unfortunately, I'm new over here, so I'm still getting used to how to go about things and all of that. So maybe
But as you said,
through
you are already a teacher, so you know how to deal
huh,
with your
teacher,
students.
yes, of
Then,
course.
so
Yes. No, me talking to adults is my first time. I haven't actually, done that a lot. So this, I think I might need a little time to get used to how to go about. Uh,
Tasneem, as I am a
mm-hmm,
businessman, and the
mm-hmm.
concept of business always same. If I am dealing a customer who is younger than me, or I
Uh-huh.
am dealing with a customer who is older than me,
All
the
right.
concept is
Okay.
always same.
The
So
concept
you
is
are a
always
teacher.
gonna how nice of you. You are telling me all of these things. Very nice. And I'll keep that in my mind. Yes, of course, the concept of teaching at the end of the day remains the same. But here on Clapingo, we discuss more of real life situations rather than focusing
Yeah.
on teaching, right? So which is actually, I believe, is a very good thing. So that way, what I believe is that the other person gets to share true incidents with the speaker, and that way the kind of communication that comes out is very natural. So
Exactly.
that way the speaking becomes genuine. It is not pretense. When you are
Hmm.
teaching, there's a whole logic of teaching, and you get into the concept of teaching. But then when you're speaking, actually there's genuine connection and genuine expressions that we look forward. So I
So
think
far
this
as
is
I
more.
think, the people always should, they should not pretend. I don't know why they pretend.
No, I mean, yes, of course, pretense is something that actually we all do. But when we are discussing about real life situations, there is no pretense, definitely. There is no way that you or I can pretend. If, for example, if I'm talking about some real life incident, you will definitely feel within and then you actually express the situation, right? Like, for example, now we were talking about COVID and you were sharing your thoughts about COVID. So that was not a pretense, that was a real thing that you feel.
Yeah.
So something like that. So which I actually like on Clippingo. Even though I have taken very few sessions, I like the concept of talking to real people on real concept rather than making it as a teaching concept. So yeah, I like it as well so far, and it's a good thing that people also like me so far. So which brings to my next question, Mr. Yogesh. The topic you might have seen is actually,
Yeah.
would you?
Would
You might
you
have checked.
rather be able to talk with animals or speak all foreign languages?
Yes,
So
supposing if this.
if you
Hmm.
ask me, then I would love to talk with the animals,
Okay, why would you say that?
because the if I want to see, now I want to learn English.
Uh-huh.
So if I want to learn English or any language, there are so many ways by which I can learn all these languages.
Oh, very smart. Okay.
But but to talk with the animal, that
Uh-huh.
is the privilege which can given by God only.
Okay. I understand
So
what you're trying to say, huh?
even Google cannot translate the
The animal
language of
language.
animal language.
Okay,
So
so you would,
this is
okay.
the reason I would love to talk with animals only.
Okay, I agree. So if that is the case, is there any particular animal that you would like to talk to? Any special animal?
See, if we generally we live in the society where we mostly we find the dogs are surrounding of us, because
Mm-hmm.
other wild animal we don't find wild animal surrounding us. For that we
Obviously not. That is not
so
advisable.
dogs, cats, and horses. So I would love to talk with the dogs.
Okay, you would like to communicate with dogs. Okay.
Yeah,
What is it that you would like to know from them? Supposing, let us assume that you already have the superpower of communicating or understanding the way of expression the dogs are trying to communicate. What would you try to know from them?
Tasneem, I have read somewhere that whenever uh, something bad is going to happen,
Mm-hmm.
if we are living in the society, and when it is something bad, suppose earthquake is about to come, or
Mm-hmm.
some any cyclone is about to come, they
Mm.
are a creature, all the animals, they have that kind of sense. They you know
They get
they
the intuition.
get they get that intuition that something bad is going to be happen.
I know.
So if I could understand their animals language, so that will be very beneficial or for our
Okay.
society.
So you will ask them,
I don't know
supposing if
how
they are.
to what extent it is true, but I, I I have read somewhere.
No, even I have actually. I have been told, and even, I happen to be from a very small town, and there they strongly believe that these animals and these cats actually, especially the
Yeah,
dogs.
yeah, dogs. Sometimes if you live in a society and some unknown person, get into your society, and the
Hmm.
society, all dogs of your society will start to bark very
Yeah,
loudly,
exactly, exactly.
because they know this is not the known to this person is known
Because of the
not
unfamiliar aura,
unfair. Yeah. So
because of the unfamiliarity, they start barking,
mm,
but
yeah,
they will relax only when they are comfortable with the person.
yeah.
Exactly. So that is a wonderful, very wonderful thing. I mean, like I think if we all had the power of understanding the animals, probably we all will try to know and try to
Mm.
extract what they actually are trying to say. I totally agree with you. So
And
you
one more
love dog.
reason, I'm sorry,
Haha, go on. No, 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 no.
one more
Please don't be sorry.
one
Huh?
one more reason that I would love to talk with the dog. Then my wife is she's a dog lover.
Okay.
She's so much fascinated.
She's fascinated with dogs. Does she have a dog?
We had, but 2 months back,
Huh?
uh, he left us. He came down with some disease, and
Oh, 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 oh. You lost the dog. Okay. How old
yeah,
was
we lost. It was only 1 year old.
Oh, poor thing. Oh God. Okay. And you did not think of taking, I mean, adopting another.
We no, no, now my wife and my son, each
Huh?
and each every day they feed the entire society's dog. Right now my son is not at home, he's
Huh?
outside, and he's feeding the all the society. He took the food from home, and he's giving all the food to our entire society's dog.
Because he is missing his dog so much. What did you
No, no,
name?
even my dog was at home at the same even that. Then also he used to go out, and I don't know how he.
He loves
But
dogs, you mean, to such an extent?
yeah, really,
So you're not planning of adopting another dog.
the entire society's dog we have adopted.
How
My
sweet,
wife,
how sweet.
my wife and my son, they both are looking uh,
Looking
after,
after
and
all
they
the
are
dogs.
all the dogs, and they're taking a very good care of them.
Oh, how sweet of them. Okay, so you have no plans of adopting, but then rather you would like to be parents of all the other dogs out there.
Yeah.
That is wonderful. Okay. So now that you are not planning on adopting any animal, so supposing in future, if you get an opportunity, would you do that?
I don't
How old
mind.
is your son again?
My son is 18 years old.
Oh, he's quite grown up. Okay, what is he doing?
He's in 12th standard now.
Okay, he's in grade 12. So supposing tomorrow, if your son would like to adopt a dog, so you would be okay with it.
Yeah, I would be okay.
Oh, okay, fine.
Mm.
Okay. So supposing now that you were telling me that your dog was actually not feeling very well, and it was something that affected. So have you actually, supposing, let us say you adopt another dog in future, and how would you actually save your dog from not getting into that kind of precarious situation again? Would you do something different this time?
No, see, the previous dog that we had, I don't think
Mm-hmm.
that we didn't care about
No, no. My
him
my
so
my
much.
question was definitely not that you did not care. But like
But
you must have.
sometimes it is destiny. Sometimes we tried
Hmm.
so hard to save him, but
Hmm.
and at the end of the day we could not save him.
Hmm.
But it is a destiny.
Okay, fine. I mean, like, okay. So it was only 1-year-old kid. Okay, so you
Even
adopted it.
my son is still having the his mobile wall. He has put the picture of on his mobile wallpaper.
Who used to take care of? What is the name of your dog, if you don't mind?
Chiku.
Chiku. Okay, that's a very sweet name. So who used to take care of Chiku?
We all used to take care of him.
And how did
Most
Chiku?
most of time, my wife, my son, and my brother's wife and my brother's daughter.
Oh, you stay in a joint family.
Yeah, I'm staying in a joint.
Okay, so you all were very fond of Chiku.
Chi-
Okay, all right. So in your absence, I mean, like supposing, for example, if you would go out and when you come back, how would Chiku invite you in? Was it a he or a she?
He,
It was a he. So how
he,
would
it was he
Chiku?
was a male dog.
Okay, so how would Chiku actually invite you back? I mean, like I have seen these dogs. Unfortunately, I'm very scared of dogs. I never actually go close. I mean, near them. When I was a kid, I was bitten by one. So I'm
Not even
very.
dog. I think I don't know. I should share this kind of thought at this platform or not. But so far as I think, Tasneem, that the animals are more loyal than human
I
being.
I have been told, and I have actually seen as well. I do not deny. In fact, my father had a dog. The dog was so fond of my father that supposing if my father would yell at, it was a she. If my father would yell at her, she wouldn't actually eat. She wouldn't actually eat for like one entire day until my father would go back to her, convince her, and tell her, apologize to her, and then
Oh
ask her to
God,
go have. So it was like that. I mean, it was she was
because
so fond of my father.
they understand all the emotions.
Oh, they do. They really do. My father is a coffee planter, and obviously he has to have these too many dogs around for the safety purpose. So, but then this one dog he was very fond of, and she was also very fond of my father. And I would see them. I am very scared of dogs, even though you agree that they are loyal. I do not deny that fact at all. But she was very fond of my father. So I also have that feeling and then urge of maybe someday, but not a dog, but then maybe I'm thinking of a Persian cat. So what do you think about cats? Do you think
I don't
they
think
will make a good pet?
no about cat. I have not heard about.
You
Cat are more scary than dogs. I think.
you think so? Okay. Why would you say that? I have no idea about cats or dogs because I have never been around
Because I
them.
don't think that I have not seen anyone that they keep cat as a pet at their home. Have you
In
seen
your place,
anybody?
you yeah, yeah, many of them over here they do have. My grandmother had a number of cats, And
Oh.
yeah, I was bitten by cat as well. Not bitten, but then scratched. And I had to take these number of injections and all of that. But yeah, here we do have, especially Persian cats in Bangalore. There is a trend.
Hmm.
These Persian cats are very, to look at. They're very fluffy and they're very huge, and they're very cute and adorable. So they have this trend going on of, you know, taking that as a pet. So I was thinking, if at all, if I ever, wanna have a pet, I thought I would go with this thing.
I
So if
I
you,
really don't have any idea about cats.
all right, fine, fine. So you would not wanna learn any language, is what you are saying. You would rather would like to speak to animals. Okay, fine. But why? Is there any language that you have already learned from these applications that you are, other than English? English is something that you are doing it now, but other than that,
No, no.
have you?
See, I am a Sindhi person, so I know Sindhi language.
Okay.
Being an Indian, I have a good command on Hindi
Mm-hmm.
and some regional languages. Earlier, I used to live in Bundelkhand. Basically, I am not
Okay.
from Raipur. Uh, my native is Gwalior, so Bun- uh, Gwalior comes into the Bundelkhand area. So I know the Bundelkhandi, little bit of
Uh-huh.
Gujarati, little bit of
Oh
Punjabi,
my.
and I
Mm.
have been in Gulf for a long time.
Oh.
So little, I have some little command on Arabic
Oh
also.
wow.
mm,
Okay.
Not too much,
Uh-huh.
but if I want to say something to someone, then I will convey my message. That
Okay, wonderful. So you know many number of languages,
no, I don't have command on that. I have command on Sindhi
but you
and
can still
Hindi.
understand. Huh.
Yeah,
You can still convey your message
yeah,
across to the person,
yeah.
which
I
definitely
can.
means that you do
mm,
know English. I mean, all of these certain languages. How come you never felt like, I mean, you never had the urge of learning Italian, Spanish, or French, or any other European languages?
No, I never
You never
think
thought of that.
about. I never thought about that, and even I didn't have nowadays. After getting into business, even I don't have so much time for.
Okay, you're pretty busy with the work and all. So, what is the purpose of learning English? Uh, for the sake of, is this for the sake of business?
Not for the sake of business. I just want to groom my personality, and
Okay,
English
okay, wonderful.
is an international language. If you don't know the English, even if we talk about then India, there is a mindset of people. If you don't speak English, then you are considered primitive.
I agree with you, and I have seen people treating us like that just because I used to actually work in call center earlier.
Mhm,
So when I would actually speak to these American people, they would actually humiliate me over the phone because of
mhm.
not having an accent. So I do understand, and I do understand what you're actually trying to say. So you watch these movies, English movies?
Not movies. I There are some podcaster. I follow them. There is a one podcaster, Ranveer Allahabadia,
Is
mostly,
that English?
yeah, in English.
Okay,
and and there is
I'm
a one friends stand up the
sitcom.
comedy shows friends.
Sitcom, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would suggest continue watching Friends as much as possible, and also along with Friends, there's another sitcom which is called as Big Bang Theory. You must have heard
No, I have
Big
not
Bang
heard about
Theory. It is also on Netflix. It is similar
big
to Friends.
bang big bang theory.
Big Bang Theory. Yeah. Now, one more thing along with that, what I would suggest is there are these animated movies like Ice Age, Hotel Transylvania, Coco, Tangled, Moana. All these movies are actually very good if you are actually, into developing your language, because these movies let you actually pick up those kind of words which you actually use in your daily language. When you watch these podcasts, when you watch these speeches, what happens is we actually do not get the kind of words that we are looking for, which
Hmm.
actually we use it in our daily language. We won't be able to come up with
Hmm.
those kind of phrases. But if you watch these Friends, yes, definitely a good choice. continue with that. But one more thing, what I would suggest you to do when you're watching Friends or any program or any English, program that you're watching, I would want you to repeat after them. When you're watching, listening, repeat after them a little louder. That, actually imprints on your subconscious
Mm.
mind. So when that happens, when you keep doing that on a daily basis, automatically your English will, you will pick up the language very quickly. So when
Sure.
you because the whole purpose of learning communicative English is that there are four different skills. You cannot
Mm.
develop one skill. You cannot say that I
Mm.
don't want to improve this skill, I want to leave that
Mm.
aside. No, that's not possible. Reading has to happen, writing has to happen, and along with that, listening has to happen.
Mm.
And then finally the execution of the language also has to happen, which is speaking. And
Mm.
now you might not have many number of people around you to expose yourself to the language. So
Just my
there,
son,
your son, I was about to
but
say the same
but
thing.
he is always busy in his own studies. So
In his So this is a very good opportunity for you. What you can do is you actually can, while you're watching these programs, try repeating them in your
mm.
out loud, not in
Mm.
your head. Unless, for example, you're watching, repeat the dialects along with them. When you keep doing that multiple times, automatically it registers in your subconscious
Yeah.
mind, and when you express something, automatically the words will start flowing without even your knowledge. That's a very good way. Actually, these are my techniques that I use
Mm.
to improve my language. I used to apply these
Mm.
formulas.
Definitely, I'm
And
going to follow all your
please
instructions.
do. And within a month, you will see a huge change in your language. I can assure you that. And
What
one more
about
thing,
the
what I've
today's? I think we are session is going
yeah,
to
all
end.
yes, of
What is
course.
your feedback?
The feed and that is what I was about to come to, the feedback part. So your feedback is like you are able to communicate. The number of people that I have spoken to and what you are speaking, you are by far the one who is able to communicate much 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 better comparatively. But here and there you have a little grammatical error, which I noticed. Grammar is here and there a bit, you're faltering in that part, and here and there verbs. So for that only, I suggested if you pick up these movies, if you watch these animated movies, automatically your language will sink in. So that is why these structures, these thoughts. And another aspect that I would suggest is using building your vocabulary. You use English, your language, your thought process, everything is pretty good. However, now your English is here and you need to uplift that. You'll have to uplift that into advanced level. So you are able to communicate. However, now it is time for you to uplift on another level. So for that, you will have to pick up few words, vocabulary. Try to look into when you're watching these movies and serials, try to pick up words and phrases that you can put in your language. Try to use idioms if you know,
Mm.
put them in your language. This automatically enhances your or lifts your English